What's up, guys? Welcome back by this new video. Today I am going to rank all of the new baby mods that have been added to Spring to Life update. It has been a week since the drop has been launched officially, so yeah, I decided why not? I'm going to rank all of these with just a ranking board that in the past I used before, and yeah, I'm still not the best at making the alphabet in Minecraft. But what we have S tier, that's the best. The A tier, Batman tier, Weird Shield tier, so C tier, E tier, and F tier. And I will be ranking all of those, going through the mobs and ranking them. So guys, if you like these kind of videos, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let's go straight up to the first mobs. So the first mob that I'm going to raid, it is the baby chicken. I like it. I like it a lot. All of the variants. I especially like the white one. That just perfectly fits. It's so tiny. I really like it. Let's even get a spyglass so we can even zoom in. Look how cute it is. Just waddles around. Creates a new way of farming things. So I think if I have to eat them, oh no, I didn't put these in order. Oh, maybe I did. But if I have to rank them, I think this is already a solid A tier. That's simple, very simple. And for the next one, we have got the cow. Also, we got 3 variants, and you know, they're just looking good. You know, nothing really special added or something. Just retextured, made them a little bit tinier. I think I like them in the old one, so that's good. Yeah, I think it's solid, pretty solid. So I would give the cow a solid Batman tier, B tier. And after that, we got the little piggies with 3 variants as well. And yeah, these ones, you know, I'll go into that. Yeah, you know, like the cow, I don't really hate. They are just average goods. You know, I don't really like them per se, but they're just cute. They're just average. It's very simple, like piglets, and yeah, very solid. So like cow, I would rate them B tier. So then we got a little wolf, and this one has all kinds of variants. And you know, I'm still more a cat person, but I really like these dogs. I really like them, and yeah, they are just so cute. Even when they are angry, they are really good. I think if I really quickly, I think they are hunting rabbits normally, right? Yeah, look, their nice eyes will turn red, especially with the dark. That's so cute. I really like it. So because of that, I would rate it also a very solid A tier. Then we got all of the cats, and it's still quite interesting because they, you know, all these cats have a mouth, but if we go for the Chinese one, it doesn't have. But for some of these cats, they are actually quite fun mates. With for example, blue eyes. Yeah. This one looks like it's watching a horror movie or something. It's like in a discotheque or something. I don't know. You know, those kind of things. That's why I really like them. They are not really scary or something. They are so cute. Yeah. But you know, it's also some of these eyes are just, yeah, just well played, these cats. And the dogs all had black eyes. That's why I gave them all a solid A. They were just really good. But these ones definitely deserve an S tier. There's the first one in S tier, and comment down below if you're more a cat or dog person. So then we got the horses. And with the horses, it's always really interesting because you have a ton of variants. But how do the variants just come together? And in my opinion, it really looks similar to Old Horse. What I really like about these horses, they still kept their two eyes, so that's what I really like. Not make them weird white or just weird black. Like that they kept them. Um, yeah, they're just looking like tiny horses. Nothing weird to add it to it, and yeah, just a solid one. It's not really that I like them or hate them. Still, just very solid. A solid B tier they deserve. Then we got the llama, and we all know the old llama had a long neck, weird body, and this one, it came together just good. The eyes are fine. Yeah, just really similar to the old llama, but still they changed it a little bit. So that's just a great job. Nothing weird added. So once again, a very solid B. Then we got the two foxes. And yeah, I like these ones. It's really look how cute they can even. Yeah, I don't know if I can really do this. If I give an item, for example. Oh no! Don't run away. Come. Take, or maybe I have to plant them. I don't know. They can at least hold items. They are so cute. Yeah, we already know what I will give them. It's an S tier. I like them. And then we have got the rabbits. And yeah, they changed a lot. All the rabbits changed a lot. And I really like the killer bunny as well. That I didn't age anymore. But you will probably know how it will look like. Like this tiny one. They really did a great job with the modeling. Very great one. I also really like the adult, but it's hard to edit this video. The tiny ones are really good. Wait, since when? Oh no. Since when? To cat eat? Excuse me? I never noticed this. Since when? Yeah, the cat eats a rabbit. Okay, maybe I just missed something. But at least the bunny receives a solid A tier, definitely. And after that, we've got the baby armadillo. And yeah, this one, uh, yeah, it's cute. However, the armadillo, I think it's 2 years in the game. And yeah, I honestly really like this design of the baby armadillo. It's cute. I like the claws, but yeah, was it really necessary to change an armadillo, or for example, make a baby parrot? Or I don't know. I don't really see the most necessarily stuff in the armadillo. So yeah, because of that, and not really the design change that much, I will give it a here. I'm sorry for the armadillo fans. And after that, we got the axolotls, the baby ones of these with all the variants. You know, if we look at just the how it was before the axolotl, yeah, I always liked the big heads from the baby axolotls, and yeah, these ones, the texture didn't change that much, but I also don't really hate them. For me, they became a little bit more weird in my opinion, and not cuter like yeah, and not cute. However, this mob was always cute. So yeah, because of that, I will give the axolotl a solid C tier. And now we are going to the mob, and we have all the variants, but it's very simple for this one. I honestly, for me, these are so and so scary. I honestly hate them. Like Hero Brian has them. You know, it really feels like that. So no. I know for all the panda fans, I don't like these white eyes. Wait, is this one sick? Huh, interesting. But no, I just don't like them. They really should have changed the eye color because I don't like them. It's the F tier. I'm sorry. I hate. I don't like the Herobrine look of those. After that, we got a B, and for this one, it's yeah. I like what they did with the color because the regular one it's a more like a brown black, I would say, and this one is became more like a yeah, really young one. Like the colors are not still orange. So I really like this one. You know, a really great job with the bee. Very cute, almost the smallest animal, I would say. And because of that, it deserves a solid 8 here. Then we got the camel. This one, it's still a mob that came, I think, 2 years ago or 3 years. If we look at the difference from the adults, I really like that they yeah, you know, didn't include the little hill. I don't know the English word for it, but yeah, the little on top where you normally sit just before and after one, and they actually removed this. So I really like that. Further than that, they didn't change that much to this up, but it's still a really solid. That's why it will be a 8 here. And then we got little dolphin. And yeah, dolphin. Uh, yeah, I'm not really feeling it. You know, in my opinion, the baby version of the dolphin looked better. And don't forget, this is a mob that not really many people really get in the game. So if it really was necessary, also add it. But yeah, they gave it one eye instead of two. And further than that, they made it a little bit smaller with other stuff. But I'm not really seeing it much changed or yeah, really necessarily. So that's why I, unfortunately enough, have to give it a E tier. And next up, we got the little donkey. And yeah, I immediately have a problem with this. You know, like how the horse, in my opinion, the donkey has a little bit too much of a hammerhead head. Like it's like bigger than the one from the adult one, and I don't know if that's really like how the real world is, but yeah, it doesn't really fit. This one like really, I just getting a nail or something and then like pushing it with my head. So uh, yeah, that's really a thing. You know, look, it doesn't. No, it doesn't look well. It's just like they did something to our boy. I have to give it an E tier. I honestly don't like it, but it's not the worst. Like the panda, it's not the worst. And then we got a squid and the squid itself. And yeah, you know, these ones are almost the same. But if we look at these, yeah, they just got a little bit smaller. Normally they had a smaller body itself, the ones. So these ones, mwah. Yeah, I hating them a little bit more than I'm loving them. So yeah, they will both end in just C tier, just in the middle somewhere, almost a little bit down in the middle, but C tier they deserve. And then we have got the goat, and you know, I really like this one because the old variant, you know, it has their little sicky thingy, mustache. I don't know, I think it's sick, and this one is just so tiny, and you know, those horns are not all grown, and I don't know if they always start with horns when in real life when they are born, but this one is 5 and this one is 10. I don't know really the age, but I really like this one. It's very. Oh my gosh! It can even attack. Okay, you know that deserves something. Yeah, that's definitely doing something. I will give it an S tier. I really like it. I didn't even know that it could attack. Fantastic, love it. Then a mob that I don't have in my I think command block thingies, and that's the baby sheep. And this one, yeah, in my opinion, it's just a little bit goofy. It's not bad as something, but that face is just like something. It's just having a hard time with the Minecraft skin or something. No, yeah, it's really really weird looking to me, and yeah, but further it's solid, but yeah, it's not like solid like the cow or the pig. So I will give it a C tier. And then we have got both the mushrooms. So yeah, we can see the other one there, and this one here. I think it's just a solid one, not the worst, not the best. And yeah, because the cow has a B tier, and it's just a cow. It's just a B tier, solid B tier. Then we got the mule, and with this one, I still have the same problem like with the donkey. The head is way too big. Still with the nail. You know it, just the same comments like with the donkey. Um so you probably already know where I will rank them. It's an E tier next to the donkey. Then we have got the ocelot. And it didn't really change that much like from the adult. It had two eyes, and right now it has these weird horror swamp looking eyes. Yeah, it's just a solid one, or not bad or something. Just an average one. And yeah, like the little bit bigger body and then a little tiny tail. So come in B tier. Then we have got the polar bear, and this one they changed it because before it had three layers like the adult one, and right now it's just yeah, it's just a block. So yeah, it became a little bit cuter, but yeah, I like the old version way more, and yeah, it's not the best, not the best. With my good heart, I will still give it an E tier. It could also fit in F tier. It will go in F tier. It's no. If we look at this, it's not really an improvement in my opinion. So that's why I will give it an F tier. It could do a little bit better with this one. I'm just realizing that I keep here. My mistake. Then we got the Skeleton Wars, and yeah, it's a mob that I think not even can obtain in normal Minecraft, and in my opinion, it's just weird. It's especially when it has a way bigger head, and when it grows up, it becomes smaller, and especially for Skeleton Wars, that yeah, no, just no. No. This one I will put in F tier. The polar bear returns to E tier because that was my first choice. That's fair, and the skeleton horse goes to F. And then we got the snifflets, and this one it's good. Yeah. I really like this one. It's really good. They changed the color of it. It's still that that weird. Yeah, it's still that weird. They didn't change that much from the other one. Only the color. I think it's a very solid one. I'm still thinking about A or S tier. I think it's a hard one. I think I will put an S tier. Why not? It's solid. Nothing weird added. Definitely deserves an S tier. And then we got Strider, and with this one, they changed everything always because it's beforehand that had those hair, just like the baby version of the adults. But right now they changed it completely, and I think it really fits the Strider. You know, it's quite a weird mob, just in the Nether, not very weird or something. I think it's a really fun one. A really fun one. Weird hair designs, like it's just a baby grown up, and that's why it deserves an A tier, definitely. Then we got the Trader Llama, and you know this one is just like a regular llama. No, not yeah, like the baby, not a regular llama. It's just very solid, and yeah, nothing to argue with it. A solid Batman tier. Then we have got the turtle. It has grown up, definitely since the update, because it was first I think the tiniest. I don't know if it's still the tiniest in Minecraft, but it's cute. You know, I really liked it. I like the shape. Like instead of just the head being yeah yeah really small, you can see this mob from now on, and definitely yeah, they did a solid job with the turtle. That's very simple. Solid A tier. Then we got zombie horse, and for this one, I will put it at nighttime because I forgot that these things burn. And with this one, you know, it also had that big head, and you know, in my opinion, for the zombie horse, it's slightly better than the mule and skeleton horses, and better. This one fits the bigger head because of the strange eye and weird looking texture. Although you can still not get this mob, I think it's yeah still better than the other ones. This one fits more. So because of that, it will be a C tier. I think that's solid. And then we got all of the villagers, and you know here I can argue. You know they changed the complete the villager. Like it had first a big head with the entire nose. They yeah, they just cut the nose in half. They make the head bigger. I can't be like I hate it or just like it. I like the bigger head, definitely, but I don't like you know the nose that's cut off. However, it fits the mob as well. And if we have to look at how it really fits the mob, it just fits. So yeah, I personally don't really like it that much, but because it still really fits the baby villager, I will give it a solid B. Yeah, it's okay. And then we got the Hoglin and Zoglin. And for the Hoglin, I really liked how they did it. You know, I just like the white eyes because it reminds me of Herobrine, but for this mob, it really fits. The white eyes, it fits. Because, yeah, the adult also has white eyes, so that's not bad. So that's really solid. Yeah, that's definitely really solid. And I like those little scraps as well. And if we like look at the baby Zoglin, it's also really solid with those gray ones. And if we yeah just look at the old version, it doesn't have those. They are really solid. So that's why I will give them both a solid A. And next up, we have got all of the zombies. So first of all, before they will attack all the villagers, I'll just spread them out. First, we have got the big zombie. Yeah. The old one was always hard to hit. I personally always quite liked the old design, but you know this one feels like more like a baby. You know, it's just decent. It's okay. Just a had smaller body, and oh, this one spawns with armor. This the baby one, I like less. This one, you know, yeah, it's like a creature with a half nose. I still understand it, but in my opinion, yeah, these ones no, they don't look great. With a husk, it's just the same like this a regular baby zombie and the drowned. You know, you know that face is quite fun. It's you know with two layers, so that makes it better. So the rankings, they will be the zombie and the husk are just B tier. The little zombie villager, no, I like less. So that will be a C tier, and you know the drowned, it fits really good. I think that's a solid tier. And then we got the last two mobs. We got the piglin and the zombified piglins. For the piglin, this one changed a lot. It's just so small with that little big face. I honestly quite like it. I never really enjoyed the small variant. This one is very fun, even with the zombie fight one with the one little ear, big face. I think they did a great job with both of those. Yeah, that's very simple. And the fun thing is, this one already I think had its fourth texture change. So that's also really interesting. The zombie pig, yeah, piglin or zombie pigman are still the best, but yeah, really interesting. I will give both of them a solid A tier. And that's the list. We've ranked all of them. So yeah, we have all the rankings. Let's do a little quick summary from the bottom. Here are the panda and the skeleton horse. E tier are armadillo, dolphin, donkey, mule, and polar bear. C tier are axolotl, both glow squid and regular one. Sheep, zombie horse, and yeah, zombie villager. Maybe zombie villager. The Batman tier are the cow, pig, horse, llama, mushroom, ocelot, trading llama, villager, zombie, and husk. A tier are chicken, wolf, rabbit, bee, camel, strider, turtle, hoglin, drowned, zombified piglin, and piglin. And S tier are the cat, the fox, the goat, and the sniffer. So yeah, guys, this was the entire rating. If you probably would rate, it would definitely end up different. This is all of just my choice. So yeah, comment down below if you would change some things, or if you were like, oh, Flap, absolutely not right. Definitely comment down below. I would like to argue with some things or just hear the discussions going on. It's always fun. But for the guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more. Hopefully you have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. So peace out, guys, and bye.